Couser. That's Couser for those people that write checks. We got Mr. Blizzard.
Yeah, you already Snizzo in the building. Yeah.
He a little mellow today. A little mellow today.
No candy.
Just a new Blizzard.
Yeah.
No icy. No
and improved.
Okay, all right. We got Miss Jazzo in the building. The artist, phenomenal artist.
Yeah.
I watched you perform, and I really enjoyed it. And it was that one time, so I can't wait to see more performances out of you. But you have a new project that you're working on now. Can you tell us a little bit about that project?
I also have a show coming up, so you can see me perform.
Hey, where we at?
Challenge.
Where we at?
On Sunday.
Okay.
Father's Day, if you don't already have plans for your father or whatever, you guys can just...
Not a father.
It's a real fatherless city, unfortunately.
Not a father, no plans.
Ooh, okay, well...
little down.
Not a father.
Bring us up, Jazzo. Bring us up.
I'm going to have a show, and there's going to be brunch. That brings it up.
Okay.
Brunch. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's called the Sister Soul Sessions, and usually it's an all-female showcase, and they only have women attend. Okay. But for Father's Day, they're opening it up to the family, all ages,
we got
everything.
Where's this going to be located?
The Wave House is on Boston Street.
Okay.
But all the information's on my page, too.
Oh, okay. We in there.
So go to...
It's Jazzo on Instagram.
There we go.
Yeah.
And now looking at your whole performance, because you've made an evolution and you grew as an artist in the last year since I last saw you. We don't have to be specific, but speak on the overall growth, the feeling, them growing pains that we've gone through, and now
it feels good. I mean, I've been in Baltimore for like 5 years, but I was doing music before that. I've been doing music since about 2009, 2010. And I remember in the beginning being so eager and wanting things to work out a certain way and being very disappointed when they didn't. And then when I look back, like probably in 2014 when I made my first reappearance, I was like, I'm really happy that things didn't work out back then, because I would not have been ready. And even a year ago, I'm happy that things didn't work out, because I would have been stuck, in the circumstances I was in. So now I think I finally feel like comfortable enough with myself, mentally, emotionally, physically, to like say I'm ready now, and I think this feeling is what like people think they're feeling, and they don't take time to really discern and say, okay, maybe I'm not ready for everything that comes with it. Those are the people that drop an amazing single and then their career flops because they didn't have anything else prepared. So I think I'm finally ready, and that feels really good. It's like indescribable.
And you took a bit of a break just to kind of regroup and re-energize yourself. Speak on that transition for you and determining what I don't want anymore and still trying to discover what you do want.
I think like what we spoke about on the break, just remembering my own importance and remembering that I'm the talent and not losing sight of that when I'm trying to help other people, because I'm a songwriter and I'm a choreographer and I'm really a good organized person. I like assisting and I'm just naturally a helpful person, and I've been giving my attention to other people's brands and other people's projects and being nervous to just call everything my own. So now, it's not even like I'm not being vain about it. It's not nothing that has to do with pride or an ego, but like I just want people to know that yes, this is me doing, my graphics. This is me coming up with my promotion. This is me with these ideas, and not hiding behind that anymore. So,
it takes a lot to keep your cup full. And it's nothing wrong with pouring it out, but something or someone has to be pouring back into you, or you always will be empty and running on fumes. It's really important that we maintain our own balance. And there's nothing wrong with going through a selfish phase and really determining what I want, what I need, what's best for me.
Right.
Because we give so much attention to what other people need and making sure everybody else eating, because we taking everybody along on this ride, that we forget my lights are off, my food is empty, like and we really forget those little things that really make us happy, and trying to pursue this. This is a career. This, like, having an artist career is really, like, it's so fickle, because it really depends on whether people like you or not. But you can't stop being an artist whether somebody likes you or not, or not enough people know you. So you got to maintain your fullness and to get as close to balance.
The fact of the matter is, like, I want to do this like when I wake up. So regardless whether or not you guys are watching, paying attention, listening, you like it, you don't, I don't care. I like waking up and making stuff. So I'm going to find a way to wake up and make stuff and also be able to eat. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not as important to me anymore whether or not people accept my quirkiness or, you know, anything weird that I'm bringing to the table. I'm not trying to, like, fit into anyone else's standard or box. I'm just doing what I like to do, you know?
So we spoke a little bit about your acid jazz sound, but how are you expanding your voice and strengthening it and making it so you could do maybe some ballads at some point, or, you know, try different things as you're growing now? I would definitely say that that's probably my weakest area. I'm very much stuck in my own style and my own self, unless I'm writing for someone else. Like, when I hear someone else's voice, I can kind of, like, come up with what that would sound good doing, you know. But for myself, it's hard for me to hear myself doing anything other than what I know I already can do. I did join, like, the choir at my church and things like that, and just working with choir kind of helped me with, like, this fullness that I didn't know I had. It helped me learn how to, like, belt and project a lot more. I've always done, like, the sexier, sultrier kind of soft sound. So I think that on this next album, people will be surprised at how upfront my voice is in the mix. Has never been there before, and they'll be really surprised at some of, like, a little bit of rolls, a little bit of riffs and runs, like, you know, nothing too serious, because, you know, we still got work to do. Right? But that's smart. Most people don't take the time to, because being on, most of the powerful singers started in a choir, and that teaches you teamwork and unity, but it also teaches you how to stand out and hear your own voice. So it helps you with your ear and listening and kind of going that back and forth. Do you feel a difference? Like, how long have you been in the choir?
The choir season just ended, so it went, like, along the school year, so it was like September to May.
So, but you feel a difference?
I do, and it also was a bit of a confidence booster. My voice got very damaged after my last tour, and kind of just hearing myself amongst others and noticing that there was something unique about me. Like, I think that I kind of was just like, you know, I got this, like, regular schmegler, you know, sound, and then I would hear myself in choir out, like, everyone would be singing at the same time, but I would be like, whoa, like, no one does that like I do it. Or no one pronounces that the way I do.
Starting to get stronger.
Yeah, and it's a confidence booster, honestly, that I needed, you know, to feel like, okay, I do have something to present. Or to hear people say that there's something about my tone, and I'm hearing it from someone whose voice that I think is, like, superb, and I'm like, mine? You mean me? Like,
because they're listening to your sound and not your style. And there's a difference between really listening to you, because you can be a little off sometimes, but people can listen to you and hear you through anything. How are you kind of taking care of your voice? Like, what's your self-care now?
I do. I like there's a herbal tea that I really like, the throat coat. It's like the medicinals. It's like the medicinal brand. I don't remember the exact brand, but that throat coat is a lifesaver. And then I also use ginger chews from GNC. Like, those are, especially if I'm having a bad day and I know I have to sing, like, if I just, like, throw one of those back beforehand. Of course, drinking a whole bunch of water, and I'm quiet a lot now. Like, I don't talk as much at all. At all.
say them vocals.
I barely speak.
That's one of the most important things, and just learning like what foods you could eat, how soon before or how close to showtime are you not supposed to eat, or things like that. Being in choirs or doing things outside of just singing will teach you how to do a lot of the things that you need for self-care.
I went to like a vocal care clinic that the Recording Academy put on, and Layla Hathaway was there, and Anthony Hamilton was there, and they spoke on their routine, and I found it really interesting how everyone's routine is different, and what works for one artist does not work for other artists. So I've been told like no ice before shows, but my throat really likes that. Or I've been told no dairy, and then some people are like, I eat what I want because I want to feel good about myself. And some people don't eat at all the day of a show, and it really is just like trial and error and trial and error and trial and error.
And a lot of it is people learned a technique, and that's what they did, opposed to just seeing what's out there and kind of making it personal to themselves. And a lot of it is really stress. If you're overeating, that means something is stressing you out, and that means that your voice isn't going to be optimal, not because of the food necessarily, but you're stressed out right now.
No, it really is. Like, having a sound in general is a gift from God. So, like, when you are one with yourself and you're feeling good about yourself, your voice sounds completely different. I remember my brother / best friend, Evan, he has a wonderful, phenomenal voice. And we do music together all the time. But he was just like, just smile. We were recording. He was just like, just smile and sing at the same time. Smile, smile. And I was like, what? You want me to what? And like as soon as I started smiling.
That reminds me of her, because I've never seen somebody be able to smile and sing, because it makes you sound different.
It really does. And even my choir director would make us all like, hold on, everybody, just stop. And just like lifting the cheekbones, the sound comes from a completely different place. Wow. And what you hear, instead of dragging you down the way your cheeks were, it starts to lift you up.
So this has to feel like everything to you right now, because you're learning all of it. How are you taking this in and absorbing it?
I write a lot of things down in my room. I would actually love the way the walls are in here. I would love this in my room because I need like endless space to write. So right now, because I'm renting, I just have like dry erase board, blackboard, cork board.
But there's a little paint.
And then I have
needs a little paint.
I don't want to have to paint it over when I move. But yeah, and I just get like black poster boards from the dollar store and put them up, and I have like chalk markers and stuff like that. But like it's literally just writing it down. I keep lists all day long.
So that freedom of writing. So it's two different: writing for yourself and writing for someone else. What's the difference, or how does it feel different?
Writing for myself is not usually something I can control. That's what comes to me in bursts. Sometimes it feels like just like a rush, where I'm just like, I gotta find something to write on, I gotta find something to record with, because something is being given to me and I want to be able to like focus on it later.
Siri, I got a lyric.
Right, yeah. So I have a whole page in my notes on my phone that's just called Every Day. And it's because every day at some point there's like a phrase that I just want to go back and double back on and
Please
expand
send them
on.
to yourself. I would hate
for me to lose. I got it all
like,
attached to the cloud
phone.
and whatever. And honestly, it's endless. I've lost notepads before. I've lost lyrics before, but like it keeps coming, and I don't think it's gonna end. So I wouldn't be broken hearted.
Like a doozy.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, who got my music out there?
Right. I was like, somebody gonna blow up.
You gonna hear it one day. You gonna hear it. You like, wait a minute.
Right.
Where'd you get that from, man?
Exactly.
But so writing for somebody else, how difficult is that to give that music to someone else?
I started as a songwriter before I became an artist, and the reason I became an artist was because I was frustrated with people not doing it the way I heard it, or not doing it justice at all. So it hurts to like give a beautiful song to someone who, may not fit it as well.